Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist for Builderall. And today I'm super excited to show you what I actually spent the weekend working on. So, just to give you a little backstory, first of all, I am always preaching that in marketing, we need to be the solution to a problem. So I was talking to my sister, who is co-founder of a foundation that it was actually, long story, in memory of my mom who passed away last year. And so she goes, she's literally a full-time networker. So she goes to all kinds of networking events, and she was like, man, it's really hard because of COVID. People are not really trying to touch each other, but so giving business cards is kind of annoying. And then what's the thing that we always talk about with business cards? It's like you hand someone your business card, but that's the exact wrong thing you want to do when you're networking. You want to get their information so that you can follow up. You don't want to just hand them a business card and then just hope, crossing your fingers and hoping that they're going to contact you or keep that business card. How many business cards do you have that you actually contact them back, right? So I was trying to think, well, how can I help her solve this problem? So I created a QR code that she can actually just have someone scan. And so when she's at a networking event, someone can just scan the QR code and then it goes right to her digital business card. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do all of this week. So never fear. But once she has created the business card, the QR code, and then it goes to her website, then she can get the information entered, and then it goes directly to the CRM. So I want to show you, I created one for her, and then I created one for myself, but I want to show you this is much more than just entering the information into a contact form. Okay, so let me actually share my screen here. Let me minimize this, and I'm going to actually show you what I created for her. So let me share my screen. Okay. So this is actually the digital business card that I created for her. So she has her picture here. Now notice the domain also, first of all, .com wasn't available. So we had to choose info, but the domain is just her name. And that is part of what we're doing here because we are positioning her as the expert, right? As the authority of her foundation. And so we have her social media networks that someone can follow her. And then we have her contact form with the phone number. So that's really important. That goes directly to, it actually emails her instead of going to the CRM because she has a much bigger CRM than we have in Builderall, that she basically needs more functions. So for her, this is what we needed to do. And that's important again, because there are many options that you can set this up. So when I set this up for her, think of her as me, the agency, she is my client, okay? But this gets much cooler, okay? So besides the fact that you can set this up for someone, they can go to an event, they can scan the QR code. Again, we're gonna talk about that later in the week, and I'll show you exactly how to set that up. But it pulls up her website on their phone. So they don't actually have to touch anything on, like, no business cards, no nothing, okay? They can enter the information and then it goes directly, it emails her, okay? And then she has this donate button where someone can donate to the foundation. But the thank you, here's the cool part. The thank you page is actually my website. I created a thank you page, let me get rid of that, for her. Actually, let me go back. Just for the foundation, okay?
Congratulations.
So, and the reason is I wanted to, even though the branding is not congruent with her brand, which is this, I wanted them to know, like, hey, you didn't just bounce off on some random website. So I put the name of the foundation here. So what I'm saying is, think about this. I have her and the other people in the foundation are going to networking events so that they can find people who want to donate to the foundation so that they can, start building the building and getting all of these things put in place. So that is what their team is doing. They are networking. Now, I set this up for them for free. Why do we do things for free? It's because there's a mutual benefit to this. So I create this for her. I'm solving her problem. But think about this. Every single contact that she gets, and I'm talking just her alone, probably 30 every event that she goes to. So people enter their information in, so she gets what she needs. But look, I'm saying, hey, how would you like your own branded digital business card like Liberty Village for free? Plus, automatically add the info directly to the CRM. So I'm telling them, hey, if you liked what what Lindsay had going on, why not get one for yourself? Because I'm thinking she's going to these events. No one else is going to have a QR code. No one else is going to have, such a cool way to enter the information. She said that people actually use notebooks and pen and paper, you guys. Okay. Now, the problem for her is, with the notebooks and then the pen and paper, then they have to go back home and then they have to enter the information in the CRM. And we could set this up to go directly to the CRM and a mailing list, so we can send, an automated email sequence to them. So many options by capturing that information. Now, just like if you saw the videos of creating a template shop, just like that, all I did was take this same thank you page that walks them through once they receive the template, and then I just created a template for the digital business card and I put it on step 3. So if you guys are thinking, wow, this is really, really cool, I'm about to blow your mind because I'm going to give you the templates that I'm showing you right now. Okay. So what I did for my own business is I created my own digital business card, but you'll see mine's a little different. And I wanted to show you this because it is different. And I wanted to open your minds up to the possibilities of what you can do with this. So BridgetBartlett.com, again, it's my name. So I'm branding myself. And when people look for, maybe they see my YouTube video, or maybe they see me posting in a group and they're like, who's this Bridget person? And they search for Bridget Bartlett, I want them to come up to BridgetBartlett.com, right? So when they find my website, they see, here's my name, here's a video of me. Video is incredibly powerful. I preach about this all the time. It's nice to have a picture, but when you can see someone and you can hear their voice and they're talking to you, it's a more personable way of presenting yourself. Plus, this is also a YouTube video. So I want them to also see, oh, she has a YouTube channel. She has a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I even have Parler, my YouTube, and Rumble, because those are popular social media platforms that people are going to. Now, if you've heard of Parler and Rumble, a lot of people think that it's controversial, but it doesn't have to be. It's, as marketers, we go where the eyes go, okay? So if millions of people are flocking to Parler or Rumble, it doesn't mean that you have to leave YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. It just means that as marketers, we need to have a presence there as well, because we go where the eyes go, okay? So I have my YouTube video here. I have my title, with Builderall. I have my social media links here. I just have some text. And then I have a magic form, okay? So I am capturing their information. And when they enter it here, they're going to create a Builderall account. So again, we'll talk about that tomorrow when we actually set all of this up, because I really want you to see the whole system here and how this works so that you can start thinking, what type do you want for your own business? Do you want the type that I have here, where it creates a magic funnel and then it goes into the list, and then I can also send them directly to my group page? So if you guys haven't noticed yet, in the top of the group, in the pinned post, I actually created a chat bot for all of the training in the group to make it super simple to find. And so think about, someone is looking for me and they create their Builderall account so they can get access to my group. Once they have gotten their Builderall account, they go to this page here. Here's where they can log into their Builderall account. Here's where they can access the knowledge base and search for anything that, any questions they may have, and then also the groups and then the different niche groups. But in addition, of course, you have the chat bot here. And this chat bot it's great for you guys to use. So here's all the training. It says if you're already a member, you can access all of this training here. You do have to be a member of the group to be able to get access to it, just because it links to the group. So if you access this and for some reason you're seeing this on another platform that I basically I live stream in the group, but I only answer questions to the people who are actually in the group. And speaking of that, let me check. Hey, Keck. Hey, Billy. Hey, Rose. Thank you guys for joining. And so if you're watching this on another platform, you do have to be a member, and then if you opt in to create an account, then you would just say no or yes if you are, okay? So I hope that wasn't too confusing. So I hope I've given you a couple ideas of how you can actually create this for yourself. And what I want to do now is I want to go to my Builderall dashboard, and I'm actually going to show you the template that I created here. So it's not published yet. So let me go ahead and edit site, and then I'm going to publish here. And then I just want to show you, so this is what the template that I created is going to look like, okay? So you can change this form however you want. So we just have the image. You would put your name and then your business, and then you would want to connect your social media. And then we have this contact form, and then you want to link your website. So it's super, super simple. Also, here is the same page that I just showed you with the chat bot and everything. I'm going to give this to you guys as well. Okay. So you're going to have access to all of this. So to share this with you, if you guys have not seen the magic of sharing yet, I'm about to blow your mind, okay? So here is the funnel that I want to share with you guys right now. So let me actually, I'm going to go to enable public link, and then I'm going to copy, and then now I need to go to our group. Actually, let me pull it up here. I have a couple windows. All right, so here is our group. Let me find my live. Let me refresh and make sure. And then I'm actually going to share this link in the chat with you guys. So you can actually, as long as you click that link, then you can access the same template that I just showed you. Okay. So to actually, let me see. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you, even though we've just created this, I'm going to show you how from scratch you can easily do this, okay? So let's go to create new site. We're going to go to template simple because we're not going to do the other one at this time. And we're just going to create a blank template. So we're going to select this and save. And so now we have our website created. So let's start by editing the page. And you see we have some text boxes here, and we also have our panel that I'm going to drag down here to give myself some more space. We're going to go ahead and delete this because I just like a clean working space. And I think once you get a little bit more experience using the tools, you're really going to want your own, usually the people who have more experience, we love just a clean working space because we have the vision in our mind what we want. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to edit this panel because I want a really cool background. Like you see how we have that on Lindsay's background, and then on mine, we want a different background. So let's go ahead. If you left click on the panel and you go up here to edit element, and then you go to background settings, you can actually click here to change image. Let me go ahead and choose one of the images I already have. Let's just choose this one. Okay, so now we have an image. So let's actually go up here and we're just going to add some text. And we'll choose an H1 title. And this one will just make our name. So if you double left click in the box, you can highlight here and we'll just add my name. But you see it's black on a dark background. So to change that, we can just highlight and then we'll change the text here to white. So now we have our name here. Now the next thing we need is an image. So let's go add elements. Let's return back to all of the elements here. And let's click on image. And we can choose this 3D image here, or horizontal, vertical, or an image with a shadow. I tend to like this one. So we'll just choose that there. And if I wanted to change this image, I could just move that down a little bit. I could just left click and then edit the element by choosing the pencil here, and then we could change the image. So let's go ahead and change it. We'll just choose this one. And that will be our image. And then let's go ahead and we'll add some more text. So we want some smaller text because it's actually, we have our name up here, and now we just kind of want our title. So let's choose maybe a title 5. And again, it's black, so let's double left click in the box and let's highlight the text and then just change it to white. And I will say, I'll just say my business, because regardless of, whatever, you guys know what I do for my business. You're watching me right now. Hey, Jean. Yes, Jean, I totally stole your idea and put a twist on the link tree, because how amazing is it that, first of all, I love the link tree idea, and because in the training I created my own, but I thought, wow, you could actually use this in networking events when I was talking to my sister, and then this whole idea kind of exploded in my brain. So, okay. So that's what this week's training is about. It's like the link tree on steroids for in-person networking. Okay. So we have our name, we have our image, and we have our business title here. Now we need to have some social media links. Okay. So let's go down to where it says social bars. And if you drag this over here, you see we have these social bars. But if you notice, this does not really, the colors are not congruent or the style with our brand, okay? But you're not limited to that, okay? You do have some options. So if you click the edit element here, then you see on the left or on the right hand side, we have the editing options. So if you want them to click on each of these images and then open in a new tab, you can click here. And I do recommend that, because think about you as the user of this website or a digital business card. You want to click on the Facebook page and maybe just take a quick look at the Facebook page, but you don't want to lose track of where you were at, because the whole purpose was to be able to contact whoever this digital business card goes to, right? So you don't want to lose your place and then have to backtrack and potentially lose it. So I always say open in a new tab. So you have the option here. If you want to maybe only show 3 of them, you can uncheck one of these here. And it does say Twitter and Facebook, but you can change this easily, okay? So you could, all you have to do is get your, let's go get our group link here. So if I wanted to get my group link, I can just highlight this here, and then I can come back and then just paste that in the link here. So even if it says Facebook image, this can be whatever image you want it to be. So let's actually change this image here. So if you go down, let's see, I think in this account, I don't have the ones that I made. Social network. So you do have these options here. So if I wanted to use this Facebook instead, I could use that and see how it changes to the F. But I really wanted to show you, let me actually dig around in here. You guys can just go on this journey of looking through. Let's see. I think, okay, so here we go. I'm going to actually upload all of these white icons that I used. So open. So now I've swapped these out, because I actually, and to create these, you guys, all I did was use Canva. If you go to Canva and you search elements, and you can change the colors. So it's super simple. So let's go ahead and we're just going to grab this Facebook one. And you see now it's white, and it just kind of matches better. So if you want to change the next image here, we could choose this Twitter. So we could go down through here and just change all of the images so that it's branded to us. And I actually uploaded this YouTube one instead of Facebook. So this is what it would look like on this one. Okay. But the template that you guys are going to get has them all the same color. So the next thing that we need once we have done our social media, the next thing that we need is our contact form. So let's go to Elements. And here is where you need to determine how you want to collect the information. So for example, when I was talking about Lindsay wanted the information to be emailed to her. And if that is the case, you want to use a contact form, which you can get more specific information in a contact form and be able to keep track of it. And then you could send the client an email when they get a lead and they can enter it in their own CRM. But if this is for you or you're maintaining all of the information for your client, I would recommend an email marketing form because then it goes directly into your email list and the CRM and all of that. So you completely automate the whole process. So we'll just use this one here. We'll drag this form over to our website and we can just choose a list. I'll just say this one. So once you've chosen your list, it imports the fields. And again, we'll talk about this when we talk about the CRM and how to get all that set up. We can also customize this. So if we wanted to change the colors of the background to make it match a little bit more, we could totally customize all of that. And then if you notice on my website, I have another section down here where I have, these 3 images. And all I did was just use the same thing here. So let's go back to Elements and let's go to the social media, social bars, and then we'll drag that in here. And then, so I just use this exact same thing and I just change the images. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with all of that, but this is basically as easy as it is. You guys, I just set this up while you were watching. The only thing that's left is just the customizations. If you think about the power of, you actually see your face that's here. Think about the power of having a team of networkers. You could literally go to a networking event and just show people like, oh yeah, I'd love to contact you. And here, all you got to do is, and let me show you this. Let me just show you how cool this is. So this is what my screen looks like on my home screen. Okay. So if I'm at a networking event and I say, oh yeah, like, that's awesome, go ahead, contact me or let me contact you, whatever I'm saying, right? And then I say, yeah, just go ahead and scan my phone and then they enter their information into my CRM and then I have emails following. I mean, I never have to speak to them again, technically, but on their end, I'm constantly following up with them, right? And then also think about if you don't go to networking events, maybe you have friends who go to networking events. Set this all up and let this team of networkers sell for you. Okay, just like my sister and the people in the foundation that are going to all of these events, I literally have a team of walking, talking salespeople that are going. I mean, they love it. They're so excited to have this new way of entering their information and networking and not having to worry about the pen and paper and all of that. But so they're super excited about that. But they also, as soon as they enter their information, they go to my sales page. That is huge. That is huge. So if they're super impressed about the process, then they're entering their information and they go to a sales page that says, hey, how would you like one for yourself? Now, you could set this up in many ways. Maybe you want to be an agency. Maybe you don't want them to even see anything about Builderall. And all you'd have to do is say, here's your template or, hey, contact me. You could even set this up to send to a calendar in the booking app that we have in Builderall. So lots lots of opportunities. And so that's why I didn't want to dive too deep into showing you all of the different things that we're going to talk about this week. That's why I wanted to stretch this out to the whole week's worth of training because there's so many things. Just this little basic digital business card. That's what I'm calling it, digital business card. This little basic setup can really, I mean, it can really take you miles, seriously, whether it's clients or as an agency or even just an affiliate marketer. It's awesome. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. And I'm going to see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. And then we're going to dive in. We're going to create our email list and connect it to the CRM. We're going to do all those cool things. So enjoy the template. And if you create your own, I want you to share it in this chat because I want to see what you guys did with your digital business cards. So until tomorrow, go build it with Builderall.